Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCONN Huskies, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Buffalo Bulls offense takes the field. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Looking for a man. It's Everett. Gets it out quickly. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, 1st drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
UConn 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the UConn Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Going up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
UCONN will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the ball's free in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
UConn going back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're trying to get to it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Buffalo 7, UConn
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UConn offense goes back to work. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Breaking out the jet sweep. Open space at the 25. The 10. Touchdown, UConn. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 88 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Bulls will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UConn going back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's good enough for first down.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Powers through. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Wants to throw. It's Everett. Coming after it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do